Warning: there is a maluse of Hawaiian Pidgin language in this video. It may cause some confusion in some parts, but just pay close attention to the subtitles to understand the content. So mahalo and enjoy.
Aloha! Good morning, good evening, or good night, wherever you may be watching. This is HKN Channel 2 News on Hawaiian Kine News on Channel 2. I am Anchorman Skippy Kapoon from Hilo Side.
And I am the Ara Anchorman, Chester Manalo from the Ara Hilo Side. So, we have a lot of news for you today.
Choke,
Plenty.
a lot.
Big variety.
Today's topic of news is on toddlers.
So today you'll be learning 3 things. 1. Why toddlers throw tantrums. 2. Why it's important to potty train. 3. Why it's good for them to have good eating habits.
So without further ado,
Here we have our tantrum experts, Kia Barbara and Brittany Joke.
Thank you, Chester. Breaking news. Toddlers versus parents. Toddlers throwing tantrums everywhere. It's a war out there. Parents asking, why is this outbreak happening? We go to Brittany with this side of the story. Brittany?
Thank you, Kara. Parents, if you're wondering why your toddler is throwing tantrums, don't be alarmed, it's not your fault. Toddlers can begin to throw tantrums at the ages 1 to 3 years old. There are 2 types of different tantrums. Being frustrated and the manipulative tantrum, which means I'll throw a fit until I get my way. Tantrums can range from whining, screaming, crying, kicking, hitting, and holding their breath and possibly passing out. Why are tantrums important? Turns out tantrums are healthy and important to the development of a toddler because it helps them get their frustration out. Being at such a young age, that is the only way that they can express themselves. Language is the most difficult obstacle for a toddler. Imagine yourself not being able to express yourself in words. It would be very frustrating not being able to say that you're hungry or you're tired. Not all tantrums are reasonable, like being hungry or tired. Some tantrums can be a little ridiculous, looking at it from an adult's point of view. For example, the clip that we're about to show you.
Why are you upset?
But I'm not 4.
You're upset because you're not 4. Well, Anna, do you want to pretend you're 4?
No.
We'll just say you're 4.
I'm really not 4, but I'm not 4.
That was an interesting clip. Don't you think, Brittany? Poor girl, she's not 4. But parents, in many cases, toddler temper tantrums can be prevented. Being attentive to your children's needs, following a schedule, enforcing bedtimes and nap times, and providing snacks for your child can reduce the tantrums caused by insecurity, tiredness, and hunger. But that's not all. You can also identify the trigger. Think about it. Make a diary, noting what incites your child. Is she bored, hungry, tired, or overstimulated? Watch for pre-tantrum signs. If you notice a few moments before the flare-up, intervene with your child. Don't take it personally. As Brittany said, it's not your fault. You are neither responsible. Tantrums are common when a baby starts to strive for independence. Stay cool. If you get angry at your child, it will only make it worse. Plan ahead. It is said that the best time for a toddler to behave is in the morning. If you take them in the afternoon, he's more likely to be tired, and you will have a tantrum. Well, I hope you like our breaking news. Back to you, Chester.
Thank you, pretty wahines.
or pretty women,
Or girls.
or pretty women,
Or ladies.
or pretty women.
So, anyways,
Now we have our Asian experts gonna talk about our importance of potty training.
so take it away, Rebecca, Takahashi, and Davin, Endo.
Thank you, Chester. At what age should a child be toilet trained? This question concerning the potty rite of passage has prompted heated discussions among many parents. Toddlers around 1.5 years of age are natural mimics. They love the phone, TV remote, and kitchen tools because that's what they see mom and dad using. If you jump, they'll jump. Make a face and they'll make the same face. This is the ideal time to introduce the potty, because at this age, your children are dying to emulate your every move. During this stage, the child has to learn control of his or her bodily needs. Developing this control leads to a sense of accomplishment and independence. Now to Davin with potty training and incentives.
Thank you, Becky. Parents who utilize praise and rewards for using the toilet at the appropriate time encourage positive outcomes and help children feel capable and productive. Positive experiences during this stage serve as the bias for people who become competent, productive, and creative adults. While it's true that incentives can help motivate children in certain circumstances, they tend to work best when a child needs a little extra push to do something they're almost ready to do on their own. Now back to Becky.
If a parent praises the child and gives rewards for using the toilet properly and at the right time, then the child will effectively go through the stage. However, if a parent ridicules and punishes the child while they're at this stage, the child can respond in negative ways. This behavior from a child can lead to an adult that is characterized as disorganized, messy, reckless, and careless. However, a child who has effectively completed this stage will have used proper toilet training techniques throughout toilet training years and will successfully move on to the next developmental stage. Back to Chester with other news.
Rebecca and Davin, arigato.
Gozaimasu. So, on other related news,
Oh, hold up, guys. We just got some breaking news down at the bakery with our field reporters, Brada Boogie and Sister Tifa, with Auntie Lilio Kalani, Kamakulia Kealoa, Lihui Kauai, Waipahu,
also known as Auntie Joe. Our reporters have discovered why it's important for toddlers to have good eating habits.
So now we'll turn to Brada Boogie and Sister Tifa. Thank you, Skippy and Chester.
Breaking news. New research has shown child obesity is now the #1 health concern among parents in the United States, topping drug abuse and smoking. About 30% of today's children are overweight or obese and have a BMI that's greater than the 85th percentile for their age and sex. The percentage of obese children is nearly triple that of 20 years ago. Because of this, good eating habits are essential for a child at the toddler age. Now to Boogie with the cause of obesity.
Thank you, Sister D. What causes obesity? Obesity in children can be related to many factors such as poor eating habits, lifestyle, high-calorie snacks, or overeating. Also, not getting enough physical activities and the lack of exercises. Another factor is genetics. If one parent is obese, there is a 25 to 50% chance that the children will also be obese. And when both parents are obese, the children has a 75% chance of being obese. Although certain medical disorders can cause obesity, less than 1% of all obesity is caused by medical problems. Now back to Sister D with risk of child obesity.
Obese children are at a greater risk of developing physical problems such as cardiovascular disease, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, asthma, sleep apnea, lack of stamina, bone and joint problems due to overweight body mass. Also, physiological effects that may lead into adulthood, like being prone to low self-esteem, negative body image, and depression. Excessive weight at young ages has been linked to higher and earlier death rates in adulthood. So because of increasing rates of obesity, unhealthy eating habits, and physical inactivity, we may see the first generation that will be less healthy and have a shorter life expectancy than their parents. Back to Boogie with ways to prevent child obesity.
Thank you, Sister D, once again. Now here's ways to prevent child obesity. Set an example as a parent and eat healthy foods, because toddlers are more likely to imitate what they see their parents doing. Also, have you and your children engage in activities, and finally feed them healthy, nutritional meals and snacks in appropriate portion size. Now, back to Skippy Capone and Chester Milano. Thank you, Brother Boogie and Sister D, for the breaking news.
Wow, that was a lot of information today.
Oh, that was top news, eh?
I learned a lot, brah.
Oh, me too, brah.
I hope all of you out there have learned a lot too.
I hope so.
But unfortunately, we run out of time, so that's all we have for you today.
So, tune in next week as we discover why Hawaiians are so big.
Why are they so big, bruh?
I don't know.
Well, this is why you have to tune in next week.
So, once again, you're watching HKN News on Channel 2. Hawaiian Kine News on Channel 2. I am Anchorman Skippy Capone from Hilo Side.
And I am the other Anchorman, Chester Manalo from the other Hilo Side.
So we'll see you next week, same time, same place. Same time, same place, okay? So, mahalo, malamar ika aina ika pono a hui ho, until we meet again. Aloha! Okay? Okay. Okay, time for cow now.
Yeah.